kind of lead me up to that journey of you deciding that real estate was going to be your next move.
Yeah, so I got into real estate in 2017. I was licensed at the end of 17. So I have two children. I have a son, Quinn, that's 5, and my oldest, Paige, is 26. And obviously, there's a big gap, right? So when my daughter was born, I was a young man, and when my son was born, I'm kind of like the old man, right? Well, what I learned over the years is, things that I wanted to do differently as a father. Like if I ever had a do over, right? Well,
Hmm.
I kind of have my do over in my son. So I wanted to raise him a little bit differently, and give him some of the things that I thought I could have done better. Um, and that was providing my family a little bit of flexibility along with some income, right? Well, the car business, you're tied to a physical location for, I don't know, depending on the week, depending on the dealership, 60 hours,
Yeah.
and 70, 6 or 7 days a week. So I wanted to find something that would allow me to spend time with my family, play ball with my son, that type of stuff. And in my mid 30s, I started looking at like what would be my next path, what would be my next journey, and I wanted something that I could control and something that would make me wealthy. So, or wealthier, I guess, however you want to look at it. But
Sure.
anyway, I looked at insurance, I looked at investment advising, and then a customer of mine in the car business. Um, is a real estate agent, is a real estate professional, real estate agent, however you want to term it, I guess, team lead. And I remember selling her cars over the years, and I'd look at her credit app, and I was like, it's not too bad. So that's kind of that's part of what based my decision on like what type of careers I would move into, and real estate just seemed like a natural fit. And I went through the licensing portion of it, which was not terrible. Just had to be diligent and study the material they give you. And then I got my license and I sold. So I was licensed December 17, and by May of 18, I think I closed 18 transactions, 19
Okay.
transactions. So I started off well. I got a
Yeah.
listing. My first listing was in February of 18. And then I just got really lucky. My team lead was, she was very experienced at that time. And she's a little old school in some regard. And she taught me, how to conduct real estate. And it happened pretty quick. It would be cool if she would like re-implement some of those with other agents from other brokerages, because if they took the lessons and tools that she gave
Sure.
me, you'd all have success. And it
Sure.
starts with like doing the work, right? So you show up at your open house. Your open house is at 2 o'clock on a Sunday. Go knock doors for an hour. Well, people don't want to do that, right? Nobody wants
Right.
to knock doors, and but you will stumble on a listing.
Yeah.
When people come into your open house, everybody signs in, everybody puts a phone number or email. Well, sometimes agents, don't want to do that. And they don't want to get the phone number or email. They don't want to make the follow-up calls. It's doing the little stuff. I mean, if everybody did the little stuff,
Yeah.
everybody would have success in this business. Period.
So I want to touch base. I want to go back 2009 to 2017. Were you only in the car business?
Well, I was only in the car business at that time. I went from selling cars to managing an import store, and then I worked my way up to general manager of a store, and of actually two different stores. And then after that, um, that was kind of enough. Yeah, yeah. That's a huge responsibility.
Yeah. No, it's what's something What's something, because I bet there's a lot of lessons that you've learned, obviously in that industry going, moving up, right, being around it your whole life, it sounds like, and then that you applied to your real estate career, when it comes to the sales and the service side. Anything that you brought with you
Yeah,
into our industry?
yeah. Actually, I had a big leg up. Car dealers, at least at that time and probably still today, are really way ahead of real estate when it comes to um, lead, dealing with internet leads, right? Lead
Hmm.
sources, follow up sources, drip campaigns, all that kind of thing. Car dealers have like, if somebody inquires on a car, like you've got 30 seconds to make that phone call, get an appointment, get them in.
Yeah.
So different word tracks, that I learned in the car industry, speed to lead, campaigns, whether it's, uh, 48-hour campaign with somebody that just came in the door, somebody that sent in a lead but didn't come in the door, how to get them in. So, internet-based leads and processing those is something that I had a lot of experience with. Building out business development centers to attract more leads to a dealership is something I had a lot of experience with. And I found out that at that time real estate business did not have much of that at all. So
Yeah.